Welcome to another module, and we're going to start pecking away at the hardest chord that you're going to have to play so far, and that's an F chord, okay? This chord is going to take a while for you to get. Everybody struggles with this chord. Everyone. No one walks right up to a guitar and plays an F chord. I'm telling you. Thousands of students I've helped, no one gets this one right away. It takes some time. This is the thing about guitar. You want to keep challenging yourself and pushing yourself, and I will keep pushing you, providing this structure, because that's how you're going to get better, and that's how it gets easier and easier. Too many teachers out there and programs are like, okay, let's do more G chord and G to E minor, and yay, let's do it. You know that change already. You're good with that one, so let's move on. That's how you get better. That's how it opens up the door to more songs. We could just keep going down the line, right? So I want you to peck away with this F chord. So add this to your practice routine and just try it a couple times during the day. And it'll get easier and easier and easier, and eventually you'll get it. But you're going to have to peck away at it, okay? Here's why. You have to bar a couple of strings using a one-finger bar. And this is going to take some strength. And that's why I want you to start it. And this is going to help you on your way to bar chords. Because with bar chords, you're taking one finger and you're pushing all the strings down at once. And that takes a lot of strength in this finger. So this is almost like a precursor to bar chords, okay? So what we're going to do is we're just going to bar two strings. We're going to play an F chord. And so what you have to do is you have to bar with your first finger at the first fret, the high E string on the first fret, that's the F note, and the C note, which is at the B string on the first fret. Those two notes, but we're going to play them together with a first finger bar. I'm not hooking it, I'm flattening it. See that? That's what both of those notes together should sound like. You're probably like, that's easy, I can do that. Yes, you can. Here comes the tough part. Now, with your second finger, you're going to have to hook it because you don't want to hit any of these two high strings on to the second fret onto that A note on the G string. We're attacking this one note at a time. So you get these two, press down hard, then come off pressure until you don't hear it, and then that's how you know how hard to press. Don't only press as hard as it takes to fret the notes. Don't be like, because you don't have to press that hard. You just want to press it as hard as it takes to sound the notes. So come off. See, now I'm starting to lose it, and they're not sounding clean, so I know I have to press a little harder. That's it. Now let's add that second finger, and you're going to have to stretch a little bit and hook it over. So you get these three notes. That's what it should sound like. Let me give you, that's not the end of the chord. We got to add another note, but that's what we got so far. Here's a couple different looks at what we got so far, and that's what it should sound like. Barring here, hooking over, and adding here. And remember, like always, you want to fret. Try to get behind the fret, not out here. Like, for instance, on the second fret, right behind it if you can. Okay. Now comes the real hard part. We have to add our third finger here, so it's going to require a bit of a stretch. That's why I'm having you do these finger stretches. Use those finger stretches we worked on in those modules, because it really helps strengthen dexterity and stretch the fingers out. It's very important on guitar. You'll see as soon as you try this chord, you'll probably be like, oh my God, I can't reach that. It will. It comes in time. So I'm playing on the D string right here at the third fret. That's the F note again, okay? So here's what you got. It looks like this. I'm barring. Now, if you have to angle your finger to help give you that extra little bit of room, that's okay. It doesn't have to be straight. I have a very big stretch and very big hands, so I make it look easy. But a lot of my students, they angle this first finger a little bit, and that gives them a little bit of extra stretching ability, and that's fine. Go ahead and do that. And if you can't be right behind the fret with your third finger, you might have to at first be a little bit far back because you might not be able to stretch. Again, that's okay. Remember, we're building strength. That's why I want you to peck away at this. So here's what, and you only play those four notes. You play the low E, and you do not play the A string. Just a four-string little F chord. And it should sound like this, one at a time. You try to get them. And all together. That's the chord. There's a better look at it right there. Now that's going to be very hard. You're probably going to get it to sound like this. You probably won't get that high E string at first because you got to keep that first finger bar. Okay? If you want to take it down a step at first just to get this stretch, try playing an F major 7. With an F major 7, the only difference between the F bar chord, this little 4-finger F with the first finger bar and an F major 7 is this. You don't play the high E string, it's open. So you could not bar that string and just play this. And you get that sweet jazzy sounding chord. See, I'm playing this note here, the F, the A, and then on the first fret of the B string, I'm playing the C and the E string open. That is an F major 7. Just like what we just did, except you're not barring this. You're hooking your finger and you get this sound. So try that first to work on your stretching here. And see if you can get that to sound good. Remember the color of chords. Major 7th chords, sweet and jazzy. Okay? And then you want to try getting this bar and triangling it and mess around, and eventually you'll get it. I want you to try pecking away at that F chord. Okay? Play the F major 7th, because that will be easier to finger at first, and your F major. And you're not going to get it right away. So just keep practicing a little bit a day. As you do your practice routine 5 or 10 minutes a day, just try it and you'll be amazed. Get a little bit closer. Well, next day, then a little closer, then a little closer, and then wow, one day you'll be like, I got it. And then you'll have it from then on, okay? So try that, and I want you to just keep pecking away at the F major and play the F major 7, and I will see you in the next module. Take care.